Peace, you powerful ass manifestors. Alhamdulillah. 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 I hope you guys are feeling well, doing well. It's your favorite and finest transformational coach, Prophetess Asha. And I miss y'all, but shit, I missed me more. God damn it. Okay. Anyway, that's not why I came on here. But whenever there's something on my spirit, like lately, I've been pouring a lot into me. And it's just so funny because God is showing me more and more, as I move into spaces, more and more of who I am. And you could be resonating with this, which is why, God told me to make a video because I just don't have the energy to go live. You could be feeling like that too. Like, I do feel like I have been purging, I've been releasing old mindsets, old insecurities and things like that, and it's so funny because I've been seeing past versions of myself manifested through other people. And but it's also helping me see like how much I've grown, and being in these spaces is helping me see me. And that was one of the hardest things for me to really accept, y'all. Like being a pure hearted person, because I really am pure. Like, I don't have to continue to explain it. Like, I realized that the reason I shrink my energy is because I really am that bitch. Yeah. Like, for real, everything that comes out my fucking mouth, I do. I practice what I preach. I am what I am. I was in a live the other day, and y'all make sure y'all come by if you're on TikTok. Because she moves the room. Okay. Beautiful ladies, right? But anyway, so they were talking about arguing, with men. And I'm not arguing with nobody, let alone a man. I really didn't do that anyway. But, now in this space that I'm in, like, my life is flowing. There is no chaos. There is no disruptions. Like, my life is real fucking peaceful. And I never thought I'd get here. That's what's so funny. But being a pure-hearted person was very challenging in a world and an energy of where you always constantly have to wear masks, right? Excuse me. And it wasn't until I had to get alone, got rid of everybody. Everybody pretty much left out my life. It pretty much was out of my control, you know, because when you stand on your boundaries, like you as a pure-hearted individual, you're going to have boundaries, and you're going to have to stand on them. That's not an easy thing to do, especially when you love, because when you are exchanging energy with anyone, and you are no longer in alignment and things begin to fall away, that's always a hurting thing, but in those moments I always find out more about myself. I think that we as a culture we look at other people too much, and we judge other people. And the one thing that I can say is that my ego was big. I had a lot of fake confidence. I had a lot of knowledge and not a lot of wisdom. Like the humbleness to my ego needed to be had so I could dwell in peace, like, because I would always constantly still be in chaos because I was fighting a version of myself that I refused to accept. That's a bar. Okay. So once I learned how to accept that, I was able to, stay clear from certain energies that I didn't like within myself. And also show that part of me love, because I love that part of me too, but I choose to dwell in certain energies. Like, I had to set certain boundaries in order to create this peace, and not only set them, I have to continue to set them and vet anybody or anything that's coming in and out of my life. So being a pure-hearted person and going through these things called life, when you have insecurities, like I was saying with my ego, it did not allow me to see that I had abandonment wounds. It did not allow me to see that I had a fear of being rejected. And mind you, if you go back in my videos, I've been doing this shit for a long time. If you go back in my videos, you will see, oh, you would think that I was very confident, okay? All the picture, you would, no. Mm-mm. And I was confident for the time in my life, but it was still a false confidence, and I wouldn't know that had everybody not left out of my life and it was just me and God. Like, I had to know me. I had to learn how to pour into me, you know. So being a pure-hearted person, setting boundaries can be very challenging and very difficult, you know, accepting people for who they are, accepting situations for who they are. This is all a part of life, and these are all things that help you continue to create and maintain your peace. It is very important. We as humans, God has been giving me a lot of downloads, and I have been very quiet, right? But I'm recording them, and God told me, y'all, like, we're supposed to be harmonious, balanced individuals. You know, that energy of fear and abandonment, neglect, competition, envy, that shit is not supposed to. We have conjured up that energy. And us as humans, we're supposed to be at a balanced state. Look at nature. Things are supposed to flow just like that. But and that is the, you know, pros and cons, right, of us being having a conscious mind, thinking that we know when you have to literally tap in. And when I say tap in, like, that's why I don't care if you practice a religion. I don't care if you don't. I don't care if you're an atheist. There is a version of you that exists, okay, of things that you desire, and however you choose to get there. The important part is to give time to yourself and your source, whatever that is. Whatever that is. People say it's nothing, then it's you. Give time to yourself. You know, when you get to this state of peace, don't nothing bother you. I don't give a fuck about politics. I don't give a fuck about religion. I just move in accordance to how my spirit is telling me to move. Now, does that mean that some of my purpose isn't to fight some of that shit? It definitely is. I just don't worry about it. I don't need to. I'm at peace, and I'm in alignment, and I move like that, you know. So being your authentic self, being a person of pure heart, you got to always look at you, y'all. Okay? That's why I say I will always practice humility. It is never anybody else's fault. Never. I promise you. You know, even the people that hurt you, the people who hurt me, you know, it didn't do anything but show me that hurt don't break me. It didn't do anything but make me stronger. It didn't do anything but help me remember that I am a sovereign being and that I don't need anything or anyone to create the life that I want, the peace that I want, to know that the universe works for me, whatever you want to call it. There's a synergy. And when you start believing in yourself, it reflects on your outside. But I love y'all so much. I just wanted to come on here and give you a little thought. Sorry this video is so long. But if you still want to book a session, I am taking clients. But y'all go forth with the power of source behind you. Continue to dare to be different. Dare to dream your destiny, y'all. And stay the fuck aligned, divine, and fine.